Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Aloha and hola. It's me, Coach C. I am podcast host of Bonna 6. Welcome. For the next 12 weeks, we will be hosting a series called Thriving After Surviving. And I'm here to talk about something that's been weighing heavily on my heart lately. These hurricanes, all the devastation that's out there. I can't help but feel that I need to give more than just giving to the local efforts and national organizations. So, just reflecting on all the natural disasters I've been through, in Mississippi, there's ice storms, tornadoes, and because of the military, I move around to other different states. For instance, in California, you have the earthquakes and the fires. In Hawaii, there was tropical storms. So that instance of just grabbing the necessities and going to have safe shelter and then trying to get back into a norm. But in all those cases, when I reflect back on it, I never took that time to reach out for mental health resources. So I had the privilege of becoming a certified life coach. That not only helped, gave me the tools to assist others, but it also helped me. Um, there's power in helping others. It makes you do some self-reflection for yourself also. So this series called Thriving After Surviving is there to be that means of when you are ready, because I definitely understand that the focus right now is on survival, and that's rightfully so. You have every right to do whatever it takes to get through these difficult times. But I also want you to know that when the chaos comes down, when it's quiet and you have space to start rebuilding, that could be a resource for you to help you to learn how to truly start living again, to thrive, and just not survive. All right, so we shall begin our show today. Let me share my screen. So over here at the Bonna 6, let me move the screen around to make sure you can see everything a little bit better. My apologies. Okay, that's better. We are based on, I'm based on my faith. I like to open up with a verse as well as a prayer. And then we'll start looking at the difference between just yourself to recognize the difference between surviving versus thriving, and the importance of moving beyond that survival mode, as well as how to transition over to things that will help you start thriving again. And also want to share some resources out there that are available. Okay, so there's so many of us on this space, and I don't think it's for just any reason. We are here to be able to help each other, to support each other. And one of the verses we'd like to bring today, what the foundation of the bond of six, is Hebrews chapter 10, verses 24 through 25. We should think about each other to see how we can encourage each other to show love and do good works. We must not quit meeting together as some are doing. No, we need to keep on encouraging each other. This becomes more and more important as you see the day getting closer. Let's take a moment just to bring our burdens, our worries, our concerns to the Creator. Father God, I thank you so much that you are allowing us to just wake up into this day. Wake up not by chance, but because we're already covered in love, and there are many available to help supply those needs. So I just thank you for giving us this space, giving us an opportunity to learn how to support each other, to learn how our thoughts can interfere with the progress we need in our lives. And I'm so grateful that you supply those needs through so many ways, through all these individuals, all these creations you have placed on this space. As we face this hard time, I pray that there's support that comes through in so many ways to not only supply food and shelter, to give water, to help clean the spaces, and especially also to help us with our thoughts, help us with our mental health, help us with our self-care. So I just thank you for what we will learn today and for things that we'll be able to release. I thank you once again for this day and for this opportunity. We praise you and we lift you high. Amen. So surviving versus thriving. Oftentimes, I like to, well, think of the difference is surviving. There's needs that need to be met. You need the shelter, you need clothing, and it's a day by day of how for the mental capacity, because there is that devastation in front of you. There's finding a new way or temporary way of living because of the limited resources. But however, if you stay in that state of mind, it brings about stress. And as you know, stress can bring about other health issues, mental issues, if you don't find a way to tackle it and move forward. Thriving is when you start thinking beyond those daily needs, about the future, about outside of the circumstances that are facing you right now. So again, it's very important to start moving beyond that survival mode. When I think of steps, I think in acronyms. So we're going to use the acronym of HOPE. Looking at different aspects: the healing, your opportunities, perseverance, and empowerment. The healing aspect. Prioritizing your health is essential. Moving beyond your survival mode allows you to focus on healing, both physically and mentally. It's about nourishing yourself and finding ways to reduce the stress so you can start feeling whole again. Just thinking beyond those immediate needs and thinking about also caring for yourself. I totally understand as a mother, the concerns are always for, like, is my child safe? Is my child safe? Is my spouse safe? Is this? And I could just put a Band-Aid on myself. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need to go over there because that focus, but you do need to take the time to look at your health, look at the things you need to do for yourself so you can continue supporting those things that are important to you. The opportunities. When we're just in survival mode, dreams and aspirations often take a backseat. In order to thrive, you have to open up those new possibilities for growth and for those positive changes. And we're not, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like just immediately jump on everything, but allow some opportunities to come in so you can start thinking about that future, thinking about outside of the outside of this way of living, that this is this is temporary, of how you're going to be surviving. You will be able to rebuild. The perseverance. Building resilience requires perseverance. As you learn to start thriving, to start making different choices beyond the temporary needs, especially after a crisis, you start developing the strength to face future challenges with confidence. And remember, every small step is going to help you become that testimony, to become the change that needs to occur in order to step outside of the fear. I totally understand it. But in order to step outside of it, you have to take those different opportunities, because you're not only showing others, you're showing yourself that you can make it and you can continue to grow. The E, empowerment. Moving beyond survival empowers you to take control of your life and also shape your future. So instead of feeling at the mercies of your circumstances, you become an active participant in your own journey. You start making choices that align with your values and your goals. So that's why it's very important to start moving beyond the survival mode. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some practical steps that can help you transition from surviving to thinking.
Introducing LT Defense Tactical Gear, your ultimate solution for top-notch protection and performance in the field. Our armor bundles provide unmatched safety and comfort, while our battle belts and holsters ensure quick and easy access to your gear. Stay prepared for any situation with our high-quality medical supplies, designed to keep you ready for action at all times. Looking to enhance your skills? Our firearms training programs will take your proficiency to the next level. Trust LT Defense for all your tactical gear needs and gear up for success on the battlefield.
Attention, all troops. Are you ready to stay connected with the latest news, entertainment, and information tailored for our armed services? Look no further than MBR.
Here at MBR, we're more than just a radio station. We're a lifeline for those who served from the front lines to the home front. We're here to keep you informed, entertained, and connected to your fellow veterans.
With our dedicated team of broadcasters, we bring exclusive interviews with military leaders, insights into the latest strategies and technologies, and uplifting stories of bravery and sacrifice.
But that's not all. MBR is a nonprofit organization, meaning that every dollar you donate goes directly towards supporting our troops and their families, whether it's providing care packages, funding, scholarships, or offering mental health resources, your support makes a difference.
With that, H Train, can you tell me a little bit about how MBR got started?
Well, in 2005, Jim Butler created it so that he could keep contacts with all of his pals over in Iraq. And then when 2018 came, he decided that it was time for him to retire. He was going to close up the station. And because we've had so many former DJs since 2005, I mean, it's pretty inspiring. We have at least 5 veterans in every single state, at
That's
least.
awesome.
And, it just brings us closer together. It creates a family, and it creates a family that we lost when we got back from Iraq. And
Remind you that every show is manned by a veteran or a first responder. That's amazing. I love what MBR is doing here. I love being a DJ here as well. Talk to people who have been through situations similar to yours. You're not alone. That's what we do here on MBR.
yeah, and it's nice because if you're not having a radio day and you're just having a bad day,
Or do you don't have a face for radio? We just want to remind you that every show is manned by a veteran or a first responder. So if you've ever had a dog tag, you could be possibly on the show or create your own, as well as military dependents. Together, we'll stay strong, we stay informed, we stay connected. So visit our website and download our app today, MBR.
NBR, serving those who served while giving
Giving
veterans a voice.
Brandon Stokely here, and I want to encourage every single one of y'all to keep grinding, keep fighting, keep practicing, keep getting those reps in, because that's what's important, right? Keep building, laying down that foundation, and keep working at it, keep practicing. No matter what the results you see right now, it doesn't matter what's going on right now. Look towards the future, and that's what it's all about. So keep working hard, keep practicing, keep getting those reps, and that's what's most important right now. So keep up the good work. Best of luck.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at
Aloha, hooyah. Welcome back. This is the bonus 6, and we are starting the first portion of our series, Thriving After Surviving. We just talk about the importance of moving beyond the survival mode. Now we're going to talk about some tips, some ways, some things you can incorporate to help you transition into the thriving. Another acronym, thrive. So the T, take stock. You want to acknowledge your situation. I'm not saying put a blind eye to the circumstances that you're facing. You want to acknowledge that and recognize that right now the choices that you're making are temporary. They are there to help you survive. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Show yourself some grace. Give yourself some mercy. And this self-awareness of what's occurring is going to be the first step toward making a change, because now you can start looking at, what do I want different? What are some things that I can do to start getting that difference that I want from the circumstances that I'm in right now? Honor your self-care. Prioritize your self-care by incorporating some activities that benefit you physically, mentally, emotionally. Work it in as a daily routine. For instance, it could be, hey, sitting down, reading a book, giving yourself 10 minutes to do that, or doing yoga, or talking to um, in group settings about the emotions that you're carrying about that stress. Talking about things and not just concealing it, holding it in, can definitely, especially for myself, release that stress. I start seeing, like, okay, what can I do to help this circumstance? What is available? Or just getting it out of my body. Really, I see lots of benefits in that. But working something in every day for your health, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And it's not a luxury. This is a necessity. Routine matters, especially when those disasters come in. Is everything changes. Businesses are closed. You might not be able to leave a home. You might have to stay um, for safety reasons. So structuring a type of routine for yourself, it gives a sense of normalcy, even if that's a temporary one. But getting that routine in is very beneficial. A consistent schedule can help you feel like you're grounded, especially in uncertain times. Incremental goals. Yes, there's a lot of changes that you want to make, but focus on small, achievable goals, things that you can track that are getting you to that ultimate end goal. So, setting and accomplishing these small goals can boost your confidence. It's like, yes, we did that. We're working towards that. You can see that. I'm a very visual person. So when I write down a checklist and check, it makes me feel, okay, I did do something productive, or I did do something that's moving towards this goal. And that sense of accomplishment can certainly move you forward. Value support. As a person raised as an only child in a home, um, I'm accustomed to just doing things myself. I got it. Is my favorite response when someone wants to say, "Hey, you need any help?" I got it. I can do this. Even though I have so many other things already on my plate, knowing there's no way I can complete it in the hours of that I can stay awake. So seek support from some trusted friends, from family, or professionals, because there's some things that, regardless of how many material things someone gives you, there'll still be a void. So when it goes beyond um, those necessities that you need, definitely seek a professional out. There's different levels. For instance, I'm a life coach. I can help you look at what plans you can make to support your goals. Beyond that, there's therapists. There are different resources out there for you. So seek the support. You don't have to go through this alone. And reaching out can make a major difference, because the person, it takes courage to say, I need help, first of all. And you're breaking yourself from that circumstance. That circumstance is not going to hold you hostage. Now you're breaking out of it, you're saying you want to make a change, and you're doing the things to help you. And the person that you're entrusting it with, that also helps them, for you to be able to first confide in them, trust them with this information, and feel as though they can support you through it. And oftentimes, if that person doesn't have that expertise, they can connect you to the next person who can support you. So seek the help. We won't know how to help you until you state what is needed. Engage socially. Yes, it is oftentimes, especially with if you lost someone, you lost your home, you lost these different means, these different things that became normal to you, to just get secluded and focus on that. But please find a way to reintroduce yourself to social interactions. And that can be going to groups, talking to people while you're in line. If you're able to go get your electronics charged, reaching out on social media, calling, doing a phone call, a text is very vital for your emotional well-being to stay connected. I understand isolation can be a immediate survival tactic, but staying in that space is not a pathway to thriving. So please find whatever is your capacity. It could just be 5 minutes a day. I'm going to send these text messages out, or I'm going to go to this workshop. Do something to support yourself and in this journey. So definitely, please reach out. Please give yourself that space. And just a little at a time. It doesn't have to be a major thing. When a lot needs to be changed, those small steps, the small bits, manageable pieces can certainly help you out. So when you are thinking about setting these small goals, do make it small and manageable and attainable. Put a time on it. Like, okay, I plan to complete this, or I plan to do this every day for 5 minutes. I will reach out to a different family member, a different friend, or once a week, I'll go to a workshop. So make it attainable, list it out, and rebuild that confidence. Give yourself that routine, that normalcy. Alrighty. When we come back after the commercial break, we're going to look over some different unique resources that are out there. See you back after the commercial.
This is Who You Are by Barbara Sim. There's a story in every one of us, not one of them the same. There's something about the human heart, these hearts they can't be tamed. There's something wild in us all, something stirring and untamed, like the flicker of a growing flame, casting light in our own name. Let it shine, let it shine, let it show just who you are. Let it shine, let it shine. Don't be ashamed of where you are. Like the storyline of a book, We all have to start somewhere. There's a challenge, something to overcome, something to make us turn the page. Every chapter, every line, there's a purpose every time. All the bad and all the good makes you exactly you. Let it shine, let it shine. Let it show just who you are. Let it shine, let it shine. Don't be ashamed of where you are. So let it shine, let it shine. Let it show just who you are. Let it shine, let it shine. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Shine bright, shine bright. Show the world just who you are. Shine bright, shine bright. Be exactly who you are. Be exactly who you are.
Welcome back. We are the Bond of Six, and we have started the first week of a 12-week series called Thriving After Surviving. We just shared steps, tips, an approach that you can take to transition from surviving to thriving. And now we're going to look at a couple unique resources that are out there. As I stated, I was looking for ways to help from afar. And locally, I'm over here in Mississippi, there's different schools that collect the essentials, those baby diapers, the um, things to sanitize with napkins, as well as can openers. Wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, but can openers and non-perishable goods, and driving it over. Right now, I know they're supporting the North Carolina. There's also places that going out to Florida, so people are volunteering, loading up trucks and transporting those. So we're just going to look over a couple different resources that are available that you might not know that are out there. Of course, there's so many things that are going out there, but I would say always go out and seek yourself. Don't let what the words of one person prevent you from seeking out the help that is made for you, especially if you're enduring um, any issues from the hurricane. So, disasterassistance.gov is a way to apply for your resources for the assistance, or you can go to the FEMA app or call 1-800-621-3362. In Florida, FEMA has opened up a disaster recovery center in the Hillsborough County. The Hillsborough, if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, please, I apologize. But the Hillsborough Community College, the Regent, the address is 6437 Watson Road, Riverview, Florida 33578. because of Milton, it came through Tampa. If you go to tampa.gov, emergency management, hurricane information. It will give you a supply of different resources that are available out there. Uh, the physical office of emergency management is at the Tampa Fire Rescue, 808 East Zack Street, Tampa, Florida, 33602. There's a phone number, 813-274-7011. You'll be able, if you go to their website, you'll be able to see all the different resources that are available when people are scheduled. For instance, I saw that they're actually helping people wash their laundry. There are so many great relief events, different initiatives that are out there that help think beyond just getting you the canned goods, helping people get the clean clothing, helping folks have a space to regroup, to sit down and eat a hot meal, to sit down and talk to someone. So definitely look at those emergency management websites. In Boone, North Carolina, there's also a emergency management, uh, www.townofboone.net, 711 hurricane Helene resources N services. And as I was speaking about the laundry services, the laundry resources are out there. At the Perkinsville, I don't know why I was saying something, Perkinsville Church, they're allowing one bag of laundry per person. They also give meals out there. They're also taking care of the emergency responders. That laundry service on the site, it says, is available daily from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Also in North Carolina, in the Asheville and Hendersonville areas, there are mobile laundry facilities. Um, right now, one that was given was the Go Grocery parking lot in Burnsville, as well as there's different Walmart locations in Hendersonville that are offering that laundry service, as well as giving out food and hygiene supplies. There are, if you look into it, there are spaces that are allowing you to charge up your electric devices in the different parking lots. The Tide Loaves of Hope. They offer mobile laundry services. Right now, there is a collaboration between Walmart and the Matthew 25 Ministries that are allowing those laundry units to come onto the parking lots and provide the laundry services not only to responders and also the affected residents in the Florida areas. So there are so many resources out there. There are people who want to help you. There are people who want to help you. So there's different numbers to call. Oh, also, the GoFundMe, they actually have the GoFundMe platform itself has a hurricane relief fund, because we need to be wary of just anyone putting GoFundMe's out there. There are sometimes people that take advantage, but the GoFundMe platform itself has a hurricane relief fund that they're collecting money for. So they deliver cash grants directly to those impacted by the hurricanes, and as well as grants to verified individuals who qualify. Even if they are doing their own fundraising, they'll also give them cash grants, as well as small businesses and different community relief efforts. So there, if you go to the site, there's a form. If you know of different facilities, you can also let them know, and they'll review it and see if the companies or the individuals qualify and give them that cash grant. And that support is given to them. It doesn't have to go through a lot of different admin. It gets to that person or business within a day or two. And as well as that, those donations are tax deductible. So they'll send you a form, a receipt that shows that you donated. So as again, there are so many things, so many ways for us who are not impacted by it physically, but in order to give back. So just seek the unique ways that are out there. And as always, help is 3 numbers away. 911. If any emergencies, anything that looks out of order, call 911. However, there's 3 other numbers that are just as helpful. If there's any thoughts harming yourself, you might want to harm someone else, 988. There are qualified people, trained people who are there to assist you, to talk to you, to hear you, to support you, to give you guidance on the steps to help you in this time. And 211, if you just don't know like what resources out there, what is available to me in my location, 211, any needs. If you're looking for food, if you need extra diapers for the babies, if you need to talk to a mental health specialist, if you need a means of getting around, 211. Alrighty. So just know there's help. We can step outside of these temporary choices that we have to make to survive. Surviving is very important. You have every right to do the things that you need to do. It's just that when things quiet down, when you're ready to move outside of that, there's help available. There are people available to you. And just do one small thing at a time. Stay connected. Give yourself space. All right. We're going to go on a commercial break. See you here soon.
You loved me at my lowest. Your kindness covered me. You stayed and made the fear and shame pass over me. And I can count on one thing: you'll see me through. 'Cause no one else has ever been as good or true. I've seen you move the mountains. I've seen you part the sea. I know you'll do it all over again for me. Yeah, I'm safe as when I'm with you. I'm free if you're with me. Your presence is a place that I am meant to be. And I can count on one thing: what you say you do. And
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Aloha and hooyah. Welcome back to the Bond of Six. We are on our first week of a 12-part series called Thriving After Surviving. We have discussed the importance of moving beyond survival mode to help yourself, help your mental health, your physical and emotional health. Also giving you tips on ways to bring it in, do those small steps to start getting a sense of ownership and control of your life again. As well as listing out a couple of resources that are available out there. There's so many ways that people are giving back. There's different laundry services that are out there. Of course, FEMA is out there. And as well as important numbers to remember if it's hard to just keep track of all those resources out there. But especially when you are feeling beyond the help that is being supplied to you. If you need something beyond that, there are different important numbers to remember out there. So I thank you once again for coming through. And if anything, start looking at being self-aware of your circumstances and knowing that there's support. There's people out here who want to help you. So know that we are thinking of you. We're, praying for you and doing what we can to support you from afar. So please stay safe, visible, and remember there's a community here ready to help you not just survive, but also thrive. I'll see you next Saturday at 8 a.m. on live, or you can also catch the recording.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.